What is up, guys? It's Tyler from the Bold Brothers, and I'm on the channel today just to talk a little bit about where you should be, all based on where I'm at in your health and fitness, as far as what you've done so far, where you want to go, and exactly where you are right now. So let's start with what you've done so far. So I'll talk about my own experience first. What I've done so far, well, this whole physique, I've done some pretty impressive things with my physique over the years that I've been working out, and I've been consistently lifting since 2016. Prior to that, I'd always lifted as accessory for sport. So be it rowing in college, Division I rowing in Santa Clara, be it varsity basketball at Regis High School in New York City, volleyball at Regis High School, or just any sport that I played. I've always supplemented it with lifting occasionally, but never for like a physique goal. So that's where I come from. And over the years, I've developed a lot of things that have allowed me to really maximize and do these impressive things with my body. Like, not everybody has like biceps that they can literally see the bicep muscle, or abs like that, stuff like that. So what does that mean? It means that I've put in a lot of work, and backtracking to 2016 is where the consistent work started. So from 2016, that's when I started, okay, you know what? I'm gonna start lifting for the pure goal of having a good physique. Because at this point in my life, I'm not doing sports anymore. I have a job, I have a public image. What's the most important part about the gym for me? Well, of course I want to be healthy, but that's going to happen when anybody goes to the gym to do anything. You're automatically going to be healthier through consistency in the gym. But I want to have a good physique, specific goal. So with that in mind, I started getting into like Arnold Schwarzenegger and like similar bodybuilding essentially. And with bodybuilding, you hear a lot of like shocking the muscle, mind muscle connection. I think you should hear more of that stuff in reality, although over the years I've started to realize a lot of the science doesn't support that stuff, which is fine. I mean, whatever works for you works. So with that being said, I started focusing a lot on like eccentric movements. So you do a bicep curl. Concentric is when you go like this. Eccentric is when you extend your arm. So if you can see that, my bicep right here is stretching. And what I'm trying to do is literally stretch it. And a good way that I can remember it is, okay, flex the tricep. That will eccentrically move the bicep. So flexing down here automatically stretches here, and it activates my tricep. And that's what really mind muscle connection is all about. It's the awareness of how your body is moving and the muscle tissues that are, moving this great machine spaceship of our body. And so I started doing a lot of that kind of stuff, and I was focusing on the pump. I'm doing reps like 10 reps, and then it starts burning, and that's when I'll do 5 more. So it was like lightweight. I never really concentrated on strength. I was never that strong, let's be honest. Like my max bench in 2016-17 was 225 for 4 reps, and I can't even be sure if I actually touched my chest on all of those. So don't have me on that. But anyway. So that brings me to where I am now. And where I'm at now is a different place, quite frankly. I obviously had a giant experience going to Thailand and Bali in an effort to start up Bold Brothers, which is, thankfully still going on through videos like this right here. Thanks to everybody who's still watching. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, which means like it, leave a comment, and if you're not subscribed, please do so. That will actually help us get our message out to so many more people, especially if you like the video. Please subscribe. And so anyway, so where I'm at now is I'm in a strength training phase, and it's the first time I've ever done anything like it. And I'll tell you, the bodybuilding phase, I was always able to focus on stretching and how my body moves in space, and it was very good for me. I enjoyed that style of lifting. And I'm in a strength training phase right now, and I'll tell you, it's fun because I needed a change up. But it's different and it's difficult and it's a new experience. And so far, I've been able to get my max bench, which was lacking from my 2016 to 2017-ish peak. My max bench right when I started the strength training program about a month and a half ago was, I believe, 1 195, and right now I'm repping 225 for 5 to 6 reps, 100 kilos for all you guys who are not in the States. And so with that, I'm very happy with the progress I made, but I noticed that the strength training is very limited movement range. You do these things called compound movements, and you focus on those to increase your strength. And it definitely increases your strength because a compound movement is a lift or a movement that activates more than one muscle group at once. So there's compound movements and there's isolation movements. And isolation would be like a bicep curl. I'm just curling the bicep. Where a compound movement would be clean, where I'm lifting up from the ground and I'm engaging my whole core and everything like that. But the 3 main compounds that I'm focusing on right now are bench, squat, and deadlift. And they've all grown great amounts. But the issue is that I don't move so well in other movements from these compound movements. I feel very macho, kind of like lifter, like power lifter. And it's a different feeling from what I've ever experienced before. I'm not the same weight. I'm not the same level of sore. I will say that my physique is getting better in doing this, while I don't necessarily feel the soreness associated with the kind of lifting I've done prior to this. So that's cool. I've been able to gain some good weight too, so I think that compound movements are definitely better if you're trying to increase overall muscle mass, which is something that, I was always pretty happy with my muscle mass, kind of shredded, not too heavy, lean. I like that, but I want to get a little bigger now, so that's why I'm doing the strength training phase. And where I want to go, this new transition to compound movements has really helped me understand where I want to go. And it actually roots back to the exact mindset that I had in 2016 when I started consistently lifting, which has been for 3 years now. And I wanted to do athletic training. And I didn't know where to look to do this. And when my brother presented me the opportunity to start, lifting like a bodybuilder, I jumped on it. And I think that athletic training transitioned very well into this hypertrophy, kind of eccentric mind-muscle connection phase that I started with, and less so in the strength training phase. I feel like my movements are not so clean, and that can actually be seen by me playing basketball, and about after 3 minutes on the court, in a game of knockout of all things, not even a real basketball game, I went up for a dunk and I came down and I cracked my ankle, and I got a grade 2+ sprain, diagnosed by my man Vincent Burke. He is starting a YouTube channel, so you should definitely give him a follow. I think it's Vincent Burke Infinity Institute, something like that. I will definitely link that below. And yeah, so basically what happened was I move like an ogre now, or I don't want to say ogre to put a blanket statement on everybody who does strength training, but I move like the mountain from Game of Thrones and jumping up for that dunk and then coming down and just a giant freaking body just crashing on the ground, ankle just twisted, and it didn't feel good. And the worst part about it was that it didn't feel good because that should not be happening to me in my eyes. And it did happen because why? I don't play basketball that often. Why? Because I'm doing strength training and my overall mobility is highly restricted just off of the training I'm doing right now. And it just made me think, what do I want for my future? I'm hobbling on this ankle. I can't do squats. I can't do deadlifts anymore. I will be bench pressing. Actually, just in about an hour, I'll be bench pressing. But, when you hurt yourself, you have a lot of time to think. That's not my first time hurting myself and having a lot of time to think. For those of you who know some of the accidents that I've had in my life, compound fracture, broken face, with a thoracodorsal nerve damage where I couldn't lift my arm over my head for a year and a half. I've had a lot of time to think, and this time I'm really in a good place too, because I have this entrepreneurial, go-getter, screw it, just do it kind of mentality. And what I'm going to do from here on out is I will finish out my strength training phase because it's really important for me to stick to my goals right now. And so that's going to be about another 2 months, month and a half. And then from there, we'll be able to reassess, okay, where am I at now and where am I going to go going forward? And I will be concentrating on mobility and mind-muscle connection. That's my specialty. It always has been. It gets me the result that I want, which is a good physique, which is really good for, my personal brand, which to me is very important. And, it sets the tone that I'm an active gym goer. I take myself seriously. And, there's a lot of scientific guys that just say, lift heavy, yada, yada, yada. And it's like, what? Everybody can have their own approach. So what I'm saying, the whole point of this video is look at where you've been, look at where you're at now, and look at where you want to go. All right? Let's just use, some kind of runner for an example. You ran a lot back in the day. Right now you're running a little bit, but you're starting to get into strength, and maybe you don't know exactly where to go. What pivot are you at right now? How do you see yourself when you look in the mirror? Do you want to be a stronger guy? Do you want to be skinnier? And then, you can reach out to me, or you can think about it yourself and look for a program that's going to be exactly what you need going forward. So I just wanted to share a little bit about what's going through my head right now. It's an 11-minute video already, so that's a lot longer than I anticipated it being. So I'm just going to cut it right here. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I really want to be more active on this channel, so I will be checking in more often. Can't promise anything right now. I have promised in the past every Tuesday, Thursday, and stuff like that, but I've never actually been able to be consistent with it, and I want to be real and straight up. This is how it is in my life right now. And for all those of you watching, once again, I appreciate you watching. Welcome to Bold Brothers Fit. It's an exciting time. I really foresee a lot of growth and activity on this channel in the future. So if you haven't already, please subscribe. Please like this video. Please leave a comment. Any question you have, whether it be a question that I can answer in a later video, or just something that you feel me on in this video right now. All of those things, for the YouTube algorithm, it does boost the chances of me showing up in the search and explore page when you do increase my engagement by interacting with me, and I will get back to you. So that's Tyler from the Bold Brothers checking out on this check-in, and thanks so much. I will see you very soon. Peace.